Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fort Hunter's annual garden fair. You've been listening to the music of the Susquehanna Travelers, and if you'd like to take them home, they do have CDs for sale. And now we're going to show you how people had fun 150 years ago. Back then, there wasn't a lot of leisure time, and even when you had it, there wasn't a great deal that you could do, especially as a couple. You could go to the theater and watch a play, you could go and listen to excellent musicians at a concert, or you could go listen to a distinguished orator give a lecture. But that's sort of what you're doing right now, just sitting there and not participating. But if you wanted to do something, about the only option you had as a couple was dancing. And it was very common, especially during the Civil War. Everyone was dancing. North and South, young and old, black and white. Even slaves were holding dances back then. Hard to imagine what they had to dance about, but they did hold dances. And it was one way to forget what Abraham Lincoln called the fiery trial. Now, dancing 150 years ago was a little different than it is today. It was primarily formation dances of lines and circles and squares in which you interacted with other people, and you often changed partners. And so the first dance that we're going to do is the most common dance in the mid-19th century, from the 1840s well into the 1870s, and I've even seen it on dance cards as late as the 19-teens on the eve of the First World War. So ladies and gentlemen, if you'd please come out and form quadrilles. Now these are going to look like square dance formations, and this is actually the origination of today's modern square dancing. They were called quadrilles back there, meaning four couples. And they were very stately and elegant dances at this time. This is the type of dance that Queen Victoria would have done, rather than some of the things you've seen in the movies of her dancing the waltz with Prince Albert. She really was not that much of a waltzer. They're square formations, but don't think hand-clapping, foot-stomping barn dance that we have today. As I said, they were done in the royal courts of Europe. They were very stately, very elegant, and relatively slow. Now, dances were called back then just as square dances are today, and that's my job as the dance master. So, if you would, music please. Honor your partners and your corners. Tops, forward and back. Top lady, two-hand turn. Cross and return. Balancé to corner. Two-hand turn the corner. Sides, forward and back. Now they're going to repeat the same moves that the tops just did. Two-hand turn. Cross and return. Balancé to corner. Two-hand turn the corner. All face, and grand chain to home. Now normally we would repeat with the bottom couple and the left couple the same moves, but we're going to show you some different moves from another set of the Lancers quadrille. Tops, forward and back. Top, bottom lady, forward and back. All moulinet. Sides, forward and back. Left lady, forward and back. Au Moulinet. Grand Chain de Home. Honor your partners and your corners. And that was the Lancers Quadrille. Very often, about half of the dances at a ball would be in the quadrille formation. There were literally the geometry to you. It's called the Spanish Waltz, but it has absolutely nothing to do with Spain. It's simply a romantic title that was given to the dance. It's done in this formation of a line of couples facing couples. And what they do is they dance with the folks that are in front of them. Then they'll do a pass-through, and they'll dance with the next folks. So you might start at one end of the ballroom and go through and dance with everyone in the line as you're going down, then turn around and come back the other way. Dancing back then was often very long. The dances might go on for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So at a big ball, you might, in this formation, end up actually dancing with everyone else who was there. So, music please, a romantic waltz, if you would. Honor your partners and your opposites. Forward. Forward and change partners. Now they're all changing partners. They've gone a quarter of the way around the square. Forward. Forward and change partners. They're back with their partner and they're halfway around the square. Forward. Forward and change. 3/4 of the way around and they change partners again. Forward. Forward and change. Now they're back where they started with their partner and right hand star. Left. Promenade on. Victorians were fascinated by clockwork and machinery, and you can see how the gears are kind of going together here as they go around. They meet a new couple and forward. Keep going. You'll notice we have couples on the end. They just wait one sequence, and the next dancers on their pass-through will come out and dance with them. So it gave them a time to sort of watch and see how the other people were dancing and seeing what the other ladies were wearing. One of the things we don't do during our demonstrations that they would have done back then is you were expected to engage in pleasant conversation with the people you were dancing with. So there would have been a lot of chatter going on, sometimes the way you see it in movies. Right hand star. We don't do that during the demos because it tends to distract the audience. Promenade on. Honor your partners and your opposites. And that was the Spanish Waltz. Our next dance is going to be a little unusual because each of the gentlemen is going to have 2 lady partners. And this was quite common back then, especially during the Civil War. When the men were away at war, there were often more women at a ball, and so they devised dances that you could have 2 lady partners. So gentlemen, if you please form. And again, I think we better do it on a diagonal. At some balls, the invitations actually said that gentlemen should bring 2 ladies. And that occurred at a ball for the Prince of Wales. up in New York City just before the Civil War began in the fall of 1860. As a matter of fact, Albert, Prince of Wales, had done a tour of Canada. Then he came down into the United States. And oddly enough, one of the towns he passed through was Harrisburg. He came through Harrisburg, went up to the rotunda, the Capitol, up to the tower, looked up and down the Susquehanna River, enjoyed his visit here. Then he went up to New York City and he danced at this big ball that they had up there. The invitations for that ball told gentlemen that they were to bring 2 partners with them. Part of it for that was so that they could have the honor of meeting the Prince of Wales. This is Albert, who eventually became King Edward VII after Victoria died. But this is one of those dances designed to get as many ladies involved as possible. Now, one of the things is that the gentlemen really aren't dancing with the ladies that they're holding hands with. They're going to end up dancing with the ladies that are across from them for the most part. So, if you would, music please. Honor the lady to your right, and honor the lady to your left. Forward and back. 2-hand turn the right lady. Two-hand turn the left lady. And by the way, the backs have their backs to the corn crib. The tops have their back. Forward and back. Top gentleman, circle 3. Bottom gentleman, circle 3. Forward and back. Ladies, right-hand star. Left. Forward and connect on the outside. Form your circle and circle left. Forward and back. Forward and through. Forward and back. Turn the right lady. Turn the left lady. Forward and back. Top gentleman, circle 3. Bottom gentleman, circle 3. Forward and back. Ladies, right-hand star. Left. Forward and back and connect. Circle left. Right. Forward and back. Forward and through. And hold there. Now they would normally just keep dancing, and like the other dance, you'd start at one end of the ballroom and go to the other. But honor the lady to your right and the lady to your left. And that was called the Swedish dance. The German waltz, if you would please form a circle. And music, please, although I think I hear it. Honor your partners and your neighbor on the other side. Waltz left. Chain. First right, then left, then right. New partner waltz. Better close the children's eyes here. You don't want them to see this. Open. Waltz left. Chain. Now the ladies really like this dance because sometimes they had a partner that they started with that they really didn't care for. But as you can see, they continually are changing partners, so you had the opportunity to meet someone that you might really want to dance with later on. Open. Waltz left. Chain. Waltz. And it looks like everyone got back to their partner. Open the circle and honor your partner and your neighbor. And that was the German waltz. I hope we didn't shock you too much. Reverse. Turn your partner. Polka. Gordon position. Forward. Turn the lady. Open. Ladies pass forward. Again, they're changing partners here. Gordon position. Forward. Turn the lady. Polka. Honor your partner. And that was the Gay Gordon Polka. Now, we are the Victorian Dance Ensemble, the performing troupe of the Civil War Dance Foundation, and we actually have about 50 members spread out from New York to Virginia, and we only have a small contingent here today. But we always like to finish with a big number, and we have a very simple way of doubling our numbers, and that is we teach you a very simple dance of the period. So if you'd like to learn a simple dance, if you can walk, count to 8 and know your right hand from your left, the dance is called Soldier's Joy. So ladies and gentlemen, if you please get a new partner. First, turn and face your partner. The call will be honors to your partner. The gentlemen bow at the waist and the ladies curtsy. Then you turn back and face the other couple. They're called your opposites, and then you give honors to your opposite. Now join hands with your partner. The gentleman's right, the lady's left. And the first move is forward and back. Take 4 very short steps into the other couple, nod to them, and then back up. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now don't stop for the nod because the 8 beats of music keep going.
Why would he do that?
Now drop hands. The next call is 2-hand turn your opposite. So the gentleman offers both hands to the opposite lady. She puts her hands into his. And you're going to do a 360-degree turn, going all the way around, coming back to where you are now. Now you lead with your left shoulder. You're going clockwise. So go all the way around. Go. Now when you get back to your starting position, release hands and face your partner. So if you look left and right, all of you should be in a nice straight line, more or less. Now the next call is in French, but don't let that throw you. It's called balancé. All you're going to do is walk 4 steps past your partner's right shoulder, stop, don't turn around, back up 4 steps, again passing the right shoulder. So ready, balancé, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 2-hand turn your partner back so you're facing the other couple. You'll lead with your left again. You're going to drop hands with your partner. The ladies will join right hand to right hand as if they're shaking hands. Pull into the center of the set. Release your right hand and give your left hand to the other gentleman's left hand. He pulls you towards him, puts his right hand at her back, and pushes her in that direction. So you're standing beside her. Now, all the ladies are on the other side now, right? Now you do the same thing to get home. Join right hand with the other lady, pull through, left to your partner, hand at her back, push her in that direction. Okay, is everybody back where they started?
I do like to dance.
Looks like it. Now we do another forward and back to say goodbye to this couple. 4 steps in, go. And now the forward and through. Drop hands with your partner. The ladies are going to aim to go between the other couple. So gentlemen, on your first step, go slightly to your left to create a hole for the other lady to go between you and your partner. So everyone goes forward, no one turns around. Go. You meet a new couple, that's who you dance with. Now, if you get to the end and there's no one there, turn around, keep the lady on the right, you'll wait one sequence, and then the next dancers will come out and dance with you on the pass-through. So, I think we're ready. Music, please. Honor your partners and your opposites. Forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two-hand turn your opposite, the person across from you. Come out of that turn and face your partner. Balance, pass the right shoulder. Two-hand turn your partner. Now the ladies chain. Right hand. Left to the gentleman, hand at her back, push her around and send her home the same way. Right hand. Left to your partner. Forward and back. Forward and through. Need a new couple. Those of you on the end, just turn around and wait. Forward and back. Two-hand turn your opposite. Face your partner and balance. Two-hand turn your partner. Ladies chain. Forward and back. Forward and through. Now we're going to see how good you are. Forward and back. You're on your own. Keep going. And this is what dance masters would do. After you'd gone through it a few sequences and you sort of knew it, then you danced on your own. And this is the time you would engage in that pleasant conversation, which should not consist of counting to 8 to stay in beat with the music. Do a pass-through. When you meet a new couple, go in on a beat of the music. Everyone do your pass-through and just hold there. Okay, everyone's in front of a new couple. Forward and back. One more time. You're on your own.
Got a new dancer.
Honor your partners and your opposites, and give them a big hand. I think they did a great job. And now it's time for one of the highlights of Garden Fair, and this is our cake walk. This is your opportunity to win a cake. Hands, everybody turn and face clockwise, which is to your left. And all we're going to do is walk slowly in that direction. Now, in the center, in the gray coat, we have Professor Faire there. Whichever way he's pointing, when the dance ends and when the music stops, and I'll say stop, Stay where you are. Whoever he's pointing at, that's who wins the cake. Music, please. I'll let the band pick when they want to stop. Stop. And we have our first winner. Don't eat it all yourself.
Here comes the next one. Coming through.
Here's the next one.
Well, let me take it.
Taking pictures. How pretty. Oh,
And, okay, everyone start walking, and music, please.
go. Go.
Stop.